Hey, I'm low on money. Do you have any money? It's not a robbery.
Oh, yeah, here's actually all of my money.
Hi, I'm Elijah.
I'm Max.
And I'm Liza.
And welcome to the Transcript.
This week, we learned more about new funds for a pickleball court, and the Climate Action Department is interviewed.
We discuss new anti-drag legislation, Hidden Gems goes to Kestrel,
Groove Juice interviews local musicians, The Peer Perspective talks about students' favorite subject, and Takeaways makes a comeback.
At around 9 p.m. on Thursday evening in Hamburg, Germany, a shooting started at Jehovah's Witnesses Kingdom Hall. A total of 6 people were killed, one of which police believe to be the shooter, though no further information can be released as of now. In other news, 2 small planes collided around 45 miles south of Orlando over Lake Hartridge. It is unclear as to what exactly happened, though it is suspected that one plane indicated its location while the other did not, thus resulting in the crash. Northampton Public Schools are looking into possible cuts due to a deficit proposed in the 2024 budget that, if not dealt with now, will only continue to grow. Current proposed cuts would include a reduction of 3 full-time positions at NHS, though those affected would not lose their job and would instead move to other schools in the district. I'm Gavin Knight-Richard, and thanks for watching.
The Northampton City Council recently approved a new Climate Action and Project Administration Department. The department, created in coordination with the Northampton Climate Emergency Coalition, will help the city to achieve its climate and sustainability goals, including reaching carbon neutrality by 2030 as well as net zero carbon emissions by 2050. We spoke to members of the coalition as well as City Councilor Marissa Elkins about the creation of the new department and the steps it will take to fight the climate crisis.
The members of the coalition recognized that there was a real need for coordination among our city departments related to climate. And there was also a very strong need to have measurable objectives so that we could follow our city along and make sure that we were actually making progress and achieving our climate goals. And we were seeing the very strong need to communicate better with the public.
We actually consulted with other people in other towns around the state to seek their advice and input on how do you do this at the municipal level. And we followed, there were some very specific recommendations which we passed on. We refined them in a report, and we met with the mayor and city councilors and provided that information. So there were sort of best practices and recommendations. And one of those among those were to have a director level position or a high level position with authority, ideally a department.
It is really a top down, looking at all of our capital investments, all of the ways when we're considering rebuilding and or when we're considering building new buildings and rehabilitating old city buildings, also just our functions, like everything that goes into the Department of Public Works, and in terms of getting our streets repaved and the machinery that we need to do that, and the vehicles and the ways we plan, city planning in terms of developments and what we're asking of developers to build in our cities and things like that. It's really looking comprehensively.
We're thinking that Northampton could really do some very outside the box, effective, creative work and can share it with other municipalities. People in other cities and towns we're really excited about that. And so that's part of the vision, is to make this be something that really catches on.
The city is currently looking for a director to lead the new department. Thanks for watching and see you next week.
Hello, and welcome to The Peer Perspective, where we highlight students' opinions on different school topics. This week, we surveyed students on their favorite school subject and why they enjoyed it. Here's what they had to say.
Well, my favorite school subject would probably be coding, or I guess Python, just because it's pretty fun, and you get to be pretty creative in it, just something I like to do.
My favorite school subject is physics because I'm just really interested in it and I think it's really cool, and it's applied math, and I've always been interested in math and science.
Plant science is my favorite subject because I really like botany because of The Martian by Andy Weir.
My favorite school subject used to be English, but I think this year it's been changing to biology, and I think that's because I've been having a lot more interactive experiences, a lot more labs, and I think just the content too. I've been learning more about enzymes actually right now, and a lot more about chemical reactions, and I think that's just a lot more fascinating this year than it was in the past.
My favorite subject I think is Spanish, just because it's a really good, it's really practical, and it's also just a good challenge for my brain, and you get to explore a lot of culture too, which is something that I think is really valuable.
My favorite school subject is probably art because I'm a crafty person and I like doing just art projects and whatnot. And I also really like the teacher there, Miss Sasson. She's really cool.
My favorite school subject might be history, just because I love Mr. Mahar as a teacher a lot. I think he's a really good teacher and makes the subject enjoyable.
My favorite subject at school would probably have to be AP US History because I really like Mr. Mahar's teaching style, and he's kind of theatrical, and he leads you to answer questions for him, and it's just a really good way to teach, and I follow it really well, I find.
I mean, Mr. Littlefield made history really fun, to be honest. He made the class really enjoyable.
Thanks for watching. Look forward to seeing the full results of our survey in this year's yearbook. Make sure to fill out the form Ms. Amers sent to your emails to have your voice heard. See you next time.
Through social media, many different aesthetics have become apparent in society. Lots of stores have created a clear aesthetic where they sell a range of items with specific color schemes and for certain audiences. Today, Hidden Gems checks out Kestrel in downtown Northampton to shop around and talk to the manager about how they organize their goods and frame their own shop aesthetic.
So the store opened in 2012 with a vision to merge a love of nature and the beauty of handcrafted design and artwork. The way we choose colors for our store is sort of inspired by earth tones, things like clay or linen. Also, our personal favorites, I gravitate towards mustards, and the owner loves all shades of matte black. We sell jewelry, plants, ceramics, all kinds of home goods, and in particular, gifts. So there's two buyers for the store, myself and the owner, Eliza. We go to a couple trade shows twice a year, and sometimes we're seeking out something very specific, like the perfect pepper grinder. And other times it's other small independent artists who are soliciting their work through an email submission. And sometimes when it's the perfect fit, it's a match, and we will bring it into the store. So the shop is mainly geared towards women between the ages of, say, 25 and 70, but we have a lot of outliers too. It's hard to say what the most popular item in the store is, but we certainly have a lot of plant enthusiasts who come in regularly to scope out what's new. And I would just say the common theme is it's a gift store, so people are looking for something they might not necessarily treat themselves to, but it's special for a gift. With jewelry, we're really drawn to a different range of prices and different styles. We try to have a roster of different artists to match different personalities. We love one-of-a-kind pieces. We're especially drawn to warm shades of gold and natural rose-cut diamond jewelry. So it's sometimes what you'd call a salt and pepper diamond. They're all unique and they have beautiful inclusions.
Check out Kestrel in downtown Northampton for their unique jewelry and decor.
The Game Show Show. This week, the first actual episode of Family Feud, where we have two sets of twins who are actually related instead of just a random grouping of people. I think we'll go to our first set. We have Garrett and Gray. Say hi to the audience.
Hello, audience.
All right, and our second set. I don't know your names. I'm so sorry.
Hi.
Who are you? Introduce yourself.
Ari.
Yeah?
And Noah.
Ari and Noah. Great. So we've got Ari and Noah versus Garrett and Gray. Let's head right into our first question. You have 5 minutes to make any sort of food. What are you making? I think, start off, again, we're going to throw it to Ari.
All right, I'm going to say a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
A peanut butter and jelly sandwich, a classic that was on there. Which one was it? That was number 3. Solid guess. Let's head it over to the other group. What do you got?
Toast.
Toast. Was toast on there? Toast was not. So, starting off with Ari and Noah.
I would say bagel.
A bagel. Do we have a bagel on there? No, we did not. So that was your second guess. What are we feeling?
All right, for our second guess, I'm going to go with a classic snack. I'm going to say an apple.
An apple. Do we have an apple on there? No, we did not. So we're throwing it back over to Garrett and Gray again.
Okay. Gray says microwave mac and cheese.
Microwave mac and cheese. Do we have microwave mac and cheese? No, we didn't. Let's see our number 1. Good old classic instant ramen. Number 2, we have cereal. That's nice and fast.
Oh.
And for number 4, we have chips.
Chips, all right.
Which, you gotta have, but that's just pretty good quick snack. Let's go on to our last question. There's a ghost in your house. What are you doing? This is a normal situation that happens to everyone eventually. So let's throw it over to them first. Garrett and Gray, what can we get an answer from you?
Leave.
Leave.
Run.
Leave/run. I know that was on there somewhere. That was number 1, was run away. So it's the most points. And you don't get a guess because they just got the first one. So
Okay.
keep on going. Keep the momentum up.
Vacuum up like Luigi's Mansion.
Vacuum it up like Luigi's Mansion. That was incorrect.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, nice guess, but not popular enough. Sorry. Can we get another guess for you?
Try to communicate with it.
Try to communicate with it. We're gonna give it to you. That was number 2, which was make friends with it, and that was close enough. Yeah. Anyway, so you still got 1 incorrect guess, so you can keep going.
Go for it.
Exorcism.
Exorcism. No, that was incorrect. That's your second incorrect guess. We'll turn it over to Noah and the other one. Sorry.
I would say call the police/Ghostbusters.
Call the police/Ghostbusters. Did we have that on there?
You don't want to call it Ghostbusters?
No, we did not. Can we see our other 2 guesses, please? We had move.
Okay, that's right away.
And we also had arson/burn the house down.
Yeah.
All right. So after that, Garrett and Gray win it all. What are you feeling? Any words for the audience after your victory?
Excited. Arson was the way to go.
Thank you so much for watching, and tune in next week for a musical-related episode. I think we're doing.
What? What's the channel called? Transcript. Transcript?
Boston Bruins aren't real.
You're not real.
Yes, I am.
You like Lil Uzi Vert? No. No? These kids are real, man.
That kid is. I can do ASMR.
Where are you guys from?
North. This one.
He escaped.
Yeah.
Will, you wanna come on?
Come on, Will. I wanna feed it to you.
All right, hold the mic.
No.
If you want to be in it, you have to hold the mic. Yeah. If you want to be in it, you have to hold the mic.
Hold it right here. Just
Hold it right here. Don't do anything else, all right?
All right. 1 bite,
Not on the pizza. Not on the.
Oh, where's that? Out of 10?
That's a good 8.5 off the bat.
Off the rip.
I'll take
a good 7.5. We'll see you guys later. Now that I've not been surrounded by middle schoolers. I think it's safe to say it's a good 8.5. Aiden, what would you say?
This is pineapple and chicken. Never had pineapple on pizza, so first time having it, it's all right, you know. I won't knock it anymore, I guess. But yeah, I'm keeping the same score though, 8.5.
Roy couldn't make it. What? These fries from Pinocchio's. I give it a 8 out of 10.
What do you think about Pinocchio's?
Thank you so much for watching Takeaways. This has been an amazing experience. It feels great to be back. We got some great interviews with some pesky middle schoolers, but I ain't too worried about it. Don't stress it. And the pizza was great. I didn't even have any, but I heard it was great.
You ate a piece before.
I did eat a piece before.
So why'd you lie about not
I
having
didn't
it?
do a review about it because, anyway, it feels good to be back. It feels good to finally start proving the haters wrong again. It's my favorite pastime. And next week we'll be doing something.
Thanks for watching. You can still get tickets to this year's show, Rock of Ages, which features this love triangle by going to nhsmusical.com.
We can't wait for you to see all of our hard work.
Transcript.